So today we're going to be taking care of some stuff that I've been putting off, and it's this list right here. This is the kind of stuff I normally wouldn't film, but I figure I'll just take you guys along for the journey. It's like we're hanging out in the shop, right? So we got to change the oil and filter. Since I built the 1FZ, I've only changed the oil twice, so this has got to get done. The diff fluid's got to be swapped out because since I built the diffs with the ARB lockers and the new gears, I have not changed the fluid. We definitely are over that 500-mile mark and need to do it. The frame is I overfilled the brake fluid and it corroded all the paint off the frame right there. Of course it did. I'm getting some drivetrain noise, which I think is from the viscous coupler. We're going to check that out. I want to adjust the Panhard bar to get it more flat and see if we can improve the handling a little bit more. Although we do have other things that are affecting that, like the caster is still not set where it needs to be, but getting the rear Panhard flatter should, have some positive effects. For this one here where it says other ARB light, what I mean by that is I found that I have these lights. They came with the 80 series. I didn't even realize it. And I just want to install that one as well. AC top off. When I fixed the AC in a previous video, I didn't actually top it off all the way. So I got another little can to finish that. Just a quick and easy thing I need to do. And then here where it says seats, I saw on an Austin Niemela video, a commenter said that you can swap the seat bottoms from passenger to driver so that you can get like a nice bolster again, since the passenger seat typically doesn't have the same wear as the driver's seat. And if that's actually possible, I might replace the Corbos that are in this because they're just not comfortable. They're not really getting better. And I kind of miss those seats. So if anyone's in the market for some Corbos, let me know. We're going to start with the easy stuff first, the fluid changes. Let's get to it. So one of the things we're looking for, since this is a fresh build of this gear set and locker, is any large metal chunks. Of course, we're not seeing any we would know. If there was a large metal chunk in there, it's going to be part of a bearing or a tooth off of the pinion or the ring. We definitely know. But we're also looking for any metal shavings that might be indicative of like a failing bearing or race or something that, went wrong in terms of contact that shouldn't have happened. And there's going to be some shavings on this drain plug as well. I can already see some. But it is a new gear set, so it's gonna get broken a little bit. We got new moving parts, they're gonna wear together. But just looking for anything that's weird. So for the gear oil, I really wanted to use that Valvoline stuff that comes in the nice flexible bag, but guess what? It's $18.99 a quart, which is insane. So I got this STP, $9.99 a quart. My dad used to say that stands for stinky toilet paper. It's gonna work fine. It's GL5 extreme pressure. It's gonna do just fine. And that's what we're gonna use in the diffs of the 80. Cut the filter open just to check inside of it, see if there's any weird metal shavings or anything. And we got nothing. This motor's running super clean, which, I guess a little bit of a metal shaving in there, but that could have been when I cut the filter open. But I mean, this is exactly what we expect. Pulled the engine out, rebuilt the whole thing. Only has like, 5,000 miles on it. So we really shouldn't see anything crazy inside that filter. Just wanted to check it. I don't normally do this, but I was curious. We're going to be going with Shell Rotella T4 diesel oil for this oil change. Has all the zinc and all the dinosaurs, as Derek from Vice Grip Garage says. Now, the reason why I'm not using Mobil 1, which is what I normally use, is because it's $12 a quart right now, and I'm just not going to pay it. It's crazy. This is $18.99 for a gallon, and you need 2 for the 1FZFE. These things are tractor engines. They're going to run on anything, but this is good oil, and it's cheap, and it's what we're going to use. It's the next day, and what I want to tackle now is the Panhard bar and the viscous coupler. So we do have the Keith Panhard correction kit on this 80 series. We welded that in a previous video, and you could see that the Panhard is pretty flat. It's that bar above the axle right there. But we can definitely get it flatter. See that upper adjustment hole? If we move it up there. I've been wanting to do that for months. I just haven't got around to it. And the flatter you can get that Panhard bar, the better it's going to handle. Now, as far as the VC, I'm getting some weird like vibration at like 40 to 60 miles an hour. When you let off the throttle, it's like a really like a dense whirring vibration sound. I think it might be the VC. So I guess what you can do is you can jack up just one of the front tires with the transfer case in neutral, try to turn it. There should be some resistance, but it shouldn't be seized. So I just want to check it. And also, these noises could be because the pinion angles, since the Land Cruiser is lifted, and when you lift something, it throws everything off. So it could be pinion angles. We might need a double cardan drive shaft. But the sound does really sound like it's coming from this like front drive shaft area. So I might also just try to remove the drive shaft, drive it, and see if those vibrations and sounds go away. So while it may seem like we just did that Panhard bar in 2 seconds on video, it took an hour. It was hard to line that thing back up. But we have everything set up here to test out the VC. Apparently the way to do it is you jack up one tire, you have the other 3 on the ground, transfer case in neutral, and you should be able to still turn this tire and see the drive shaft spin, which I can definitely see. So I don't think that the VC is bad. So since we confirmed that the VC is good, what we have to do now, or what I'm going to do, is pop the front drive shaft off and see if those driveline noises go away. But you can't just remove the front drive shaft on an 80 series, or you will burn up the VC because it'll be slipping the entire time. It'll get super hot, and then it will actually seize. So what we have to do is we have to hop in, turn it on, engage the center locker by putting it into 4 low, turn it off, pop the CDL fuse, turn it back on, put it into high range, take the drive shaft off, and then we can drive it without a front shaft. So I'm 95% sure that fuse is this 30 amp fuse right here that says diff. I don't know what else it would be. This is inside of the cab under the dash, driver's side. If it's not that fuse, we're gonna burn up the VC, and I guess we're just gonna risk it. So let's go for it. Well, it looks like it worked. We're back on, put it back in high range, and you can see the diff lock and ABS lights are still on as if it were in low range. So let's go ahead and now pop off that front drive shaft. Well, I got the front shaft off and the spline section moves freely. No issues there, which is what I thought it could have been. And then the actual U-joints themselves feel pretty good too. They're not loose, they're not bound up or anything like that. So if we do drive this now and the sound goes away, we probably just have too extreme of a pinion angle or something, which is causing this thing to, you know, bind because it's just in a range of motion that it can't like survive in, I guess. So let's take this thing for a test drive and see how it does. Before we go on a test drive, I want to see if you can actually swap these seats. Well, can you swap the seat bottom? Yes. Does it work on a Land Cruiser? No. See the seat rails here? The seat rails have to be swapped too because there are mounts on the side of the seat where the seat rail like actually bolts to it on the side and the bottom. And you can see how this mount drops down here and that one's taller. It's flipped from passenger to driver. Not to mention the little cutout right here is different on side to side. So little minuscule differences. We could just put these on the Corbeau seat bracket and toss them back in there. But I don't know if I want to do that today. And I kind of want to go take it for a test drive. So let's put the Corbeau back in and see how it does. Alright, well we have the Land Cruiser back on the road, and I won't lie to you guys, I actually already test drove this thing and I can tell you that the driveline vibrations are gone. I had a feeling it was that front shaft because, as you guys know, we've been through this entire Land Cruiser, torn everything apart, and that includes the transfer case and that includes the front and the rear diff and the engine. So I knew the sound had to be coming from something that I didn't do. It is my fault. I lifted the Land Cruiser up 3.5 inches, and once you get over a certain amount of lift, you're definitely getting into driveline vibration territory, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. So because of the 3.5 inch lift, it's putting the drive shaft at an extreme angle where the the U-joints can't handle it, and it starts binding up and causing vibrations. So the vibrations are gone now. The sound, in case you're dealing with something similar, it was basically like if you barely touch the throttle when you're already moving, just like 10% throttle, it would start to vibrate, and if you let off, it would stop. And then on deceleration, really, really heavy vibration. And now that's all gone. So I guess I gotta be looking at maybe a Tom Woods drive shaft or something to fix the vibration sounds, because I don't want to be driving with no front drive shaft. And right now we're going about 50, and if we let off, we got nothing. There's no sound. So I would say 95% of all of that sound coming from the front drive shaft. Now, as far as the Panhard correction goes, I can definitely tell a difference with that too. It's a little bit more stable. You can see the steering wheel is off center, and that's because of the lift and everything else that we've done to this truck. But it's a little bit more centered than it was before I adjusted the Panhard bar. I really want one of these canter trucks, by the way, to build an expedition vehicle with. I think it'd be one of the coolest builds ever. But there's still some suspension adjustment that needs to get done to center the steering wheel, and that's gonna have to do with the front end. We still have to do more adjustment on the radius arms, and they do already have the I'm Keith kit for the radius arms. I just need to, do a little bit more caster correction up front. So some more projects I want to get done on this thing in the near future is maybe like a drawer system. I really want to get it good for camping, get a drawer system in the back, maybe a fridge and some stuff like that. Definitely some recovery gear. I'd like to get a winch, a rear bumper done, Yeah, I mean, the build list never ends, right? But I think after I get the front drive shaft replaced, it's gonna be time to go out there and actually start using this thing, because I'm spending so much time just building it and I have so much fun building it that I'm actually not even getting to experience what it's like to drive it. People are looking at me weird because I have a GoPro strapped to my face hanging off the front of my hat. But thank you guys for listening to my rant about the Land Cruiser and all the things that I want to do to it. Thanks for sticking along this far in the video. If you guys have any ideas for other videos, let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later. Just wanted to take a moment for my friends Matt and Stacy. This is just a reminder to live your life to the fullest. Do the things that you want to do. Don't worry about what others think of you. Chase your dreams. Be a genuine person. Love and support your family and your friends. And don't take tomorrow for granted. Toyota World Runners was a shining example of that. A short time on this earth, but a life very well lived. And many people were positively impacted and forever changed by their existence and their presence. They will continue to inspire people long after they're gone.